playing in a softball game, or attending National BPA Conference in California. What sounds like it would be better for my future? But I don't want my coaches not to let me play the next game. Have you ever missed out on a really big opportunity because you didn't want to be penalized from school sports or activities? My school has had a lot of incidences where students have to choose between participating in school activities like sports or attending school-related trips. I personally have had to choose between these, and it is very unfair because a student's education is supposed to come first. Today, I will talk to you about the problem of penalizing students for missing school-related activities, the solution to stop this penalization, and a visualization over what the future will look like if we use this solution in the future. Students should not be penalized for missing school activities, especially when it's school-related trips. Many students are missing out on amazing opportunities because they are scared to miss out on school activities and for example, sit on the bench. Emma Stout has personally experienced this threat as she was on the varsity track team throwing discus on the varsity level until she qualified for nationals in parliamentary procedure in Anaheim, California. It's pretty obvious that this is obviously an amazing experience, since that it's a school activity, it shouldn't affect her playing time at all. But she said that her coaches yelled at her, and she quoted, "It was a really hard decision for me because I knew how awesome this experience would be and how much it could help me with my future, but I didn't want to be penalized from competing on the varsity track team." Another example is during the volleyball season, a lot of girls were planning on attending the state FFA conference. This event had been planned for a long time. The volleyball coach then decided they need to have practice on Sunday, meaning they would have to miss the state FFA conference. They talked to their volleyball coach about it, and she threatened their playing time, even though it was the end of the year. Macy Merrick said, "I decided to go to FFA conference because it would be a better experience for me. It was awful coming back and not being able to play my last volleyball game season ever because she was a senior." In both of these examples, the coach took away the students' playing time because they missed practice due to school-related activities. The coaches yelled at the girls, causing them to skip out on amazing opportunities inside the school level. The volleyball policy in Washington school states if you miss practice or a game, you have to sit out at least one match. However, coaches are not consistent with this. If a player they really need, they will rule out the rule and let them play and bend the rules just for them. But if it's somebody that they don't care about playing, then they'll have to sit the bench. Well, I think it's time that we need to set concrete standards. This is why our school needs to set some standards and make a solution. The best solution that I think for this is by making a contract that all advisors and coaches need to sign that states that they cannot penalize students when they attend school functions. This solution would mean that all coaches and advisors would come together in which they would talk about the importance of different things at the school level and different things outside of the school level, so they would all be on the same basis. This would remind them that the whole system is for students' development, and by penalizing them for attending these events is unfair and not good for their overall academic experiences. Kirkwood has a policy that for a while and it has seemed to work for them. In part of the contract, it states, "The faculty shall accord students the opportunity to independently make up coursework or work of equal value for the days the event was scheduled and to take a scheduled exam at an alternate time." This proves how Kirkwood has to accommodate for students missing class, especially if they are missing for a school-related function. This contract would be the perfect solution to the problem. There would be written records of all staff agreeing to this, and if they did not threaten, and then there would not be consequences, especially if they were leaving for a school event. Students should not have to keep missing these amazing opportunities to accommodate for coaches' needs. If this policy was put into place, students would be able to compete in both athletics and other student organizations outside of the school level even. More people would be involved in both sports and student organizations because people would choose not only to go for one or the other because they could actually juggle both for once. This solution solves the problem because every coach and teacher would be on the same page. And if anyone didn't follow the contract, there would be consequences. No coach or teacher could change the rule around just because they felt like it. With this solution, students will be able to do the sports they love while being in many other various organizations throughout the school year. These student organizations would help people to network their future and to learn new things. So if this new policy was adopted, no student would have to choose between academic activities and athletic activities. I truly believe that these experiences will help students and their future, so that they will make the right decision and not get penalized for wanting to better their future. In conclusion, it's unfair to penalize students for attending these school activities. So we need to have a contract in place to stop it. It would work very smoothly and would be at the benefit of the students, which is the most important part of the school organization. None of us want to miss out on a great activity because of having to sit out of a sport. So I encourage each and every one of you to talk to your coaches, advisors, and teachers to take action and stop this problem. Thank you.